What up, guys? Back with another build video, and for this one we're gonna do a solo base design that I came up with because I haven't done a lot of solo bases at all. So I really hope this is a good design and you guys like it. And any suggestions, feedback, or comments you have, let me know and I will check them out. So to hop right into this, we're gonna start off with a triangle foundation, and then we're gonna go 2 squares on those 2 sides, and then a square coming towards you. And then you can fill in the gaps here with 2 triangles. And this is the main footprint of the base, just like this. And then you can armor these 3 foundations here. And then everything else you can sheet metal. So now we have this. Next, we'll place our walls on the armored section of the base in a frame like this. And then you can come in here and you can do a half wall there, so then you can place your shelf like this, and then you can remove that, so you can get your TC in the back, and we can armor all of these other walls and sheet metal this. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and place your boxes just like I am, this, and then do the same thing on this section. And then you can place a half wall and shelf this. Let us if you need to, you can make this like this. I don't know why that fell in the first place, actually. Oops. So anyways, you shelf this. You could sheet metal this as well, so if people get to this top section, it'll be more expensive to get to the lower boxes. And then you just want to place your boxes like this, and then small boxes as well, to get a full loot room. And you can do the same thing on the top section, like so. And then you can place 2 frames and then fill them in with garage doors. Although, we're not going to add ceilings just yet. And then the next thing we're going to do is place 2 walls here. Place a foundation there, and then 2 walls here. Just like this. This wall on the left is going to be sheet metal and turned into honeycomb. So like that. And then we can place our tier 3 right up along the wall with a miniature box, and you can probably fit a campfire, and you can place your sleeping bag in the center right here. Next, you can place this little jump up here and sheet metal this with the box under, and then add 2 frames, and then throw the garage doors down that you have. Next, this section. You're going to sheet metal this, put walls here, 3 furnaces in this little triangle. You remove the campfire for now. Should be able to fit 3. It's kind of hard because of tier 3. If you need to, you could place your garage door first so it doesn't get in the way of the furnaces. But 3 furnaces here, so you can use this as a jump up. We'll sheet metal these walls. And here you can place a ceiling here and here. And we'll sheet metal those. If you'd like to armor those, you can. Next, you come in with the walls like this. You can sheet metal that. Place a garage door here. Next, we're going to work on the top section. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add half walls. Like this. For now, with a wall here. We're just going to focus on the main section, and we're going to half wall it like this, and you can sheet metal all of this. And the reason for that is because we are going to make this a locker room, and what you're going to want to do is place your low wall like this, and you can sheet metal it, and then place another wall like this, and then you can add your ceilings to here and here and here. So now you have this ceilinged off, And you can jump up and you could sheet metal these. And you could add a ceiling to this little room. You could sheet metal it, and then you can add your other half wall. So now we have this section completed, and we're going to put the bed down. So the way you're going to do this is come over, place this box all the way in the corner, and then your locker, like so. And then place the head of the bed towards the wall. Like that. So now you can see down and shoot into the loot rooms. All that's left to do is come back here. And then you can add half wall, half wall. And then you can add a ceiling and a ceiling. And these ceilings can be armored. And these half walls can be sheet metaled. And then add a floor frame. Here. Just like that. So now the intersection of the base is completed. So you have this shooting room that you can spawn in if you're getting raided if someone takes your core. And you can throw grenades in this box. And you can flush out anyone in the core. As long as it doesn't land on the frame, which is insanely unlucky. That obviously wouldn't happen every time. You can flush out everyone in the core. Rocket launchers, anything like that. So this section is complete. So let's move on to the next floor, which is up here. So this is the jump up. And from here, we're going to want a wall and a wall. As you can see, you can jump up from here. So you can add a floor. And you could add another garage door here. Place your frame. And then sheet metal these walls. So we're on this next floor now. But before we get anywhere, we're going to add our honeycomb. And to do that, you can come over and honeycomb the first layer of the base like so. Come to the other side. This layer is already sheet metal, which is fine. You could sheet metal this if you'd like. It's honestly preference. But I would recommend having things sheet metaled because it's solo base. And then finally, you're just going to want to add a triangle to each of these armored sections. Like this. And on this side, you can upgrade it to sheet metal. Like this. Add a ceiling. And then for now, we're going to leave this section alone. Because this is going to be our main entrance and our way down. So from here, let's work on to the next floor. You can add walls to this. And you could add walls to this. These are going to be 2 more loot rooms. Although what you're going to want to do is half wall this because you want this section to stay as honeycomb. Because, for example, if someone were to blow through this, you would not want your loot room to be completely exposed by having your boxes down below here. So if you want to have it extra secure and have it cost more, you can use half walls to finish the honeycomb. But you can use big walls if it's too expensive. Because half wall can get kind of expensive doing it around the entirety of the base. But either way it works. Half walls just add this extra layer of security, basically. But half wall this, so then this is what you should have now. And then we can work on to the next loot rooms. And the loot rooms are like this. And like this. The first one is here. You can add your shelf and your ceiling is just like I did, like that. And you could do the same thing on this side. Place a half wall here and a frame, and then add your shelves and then your ceilings as well. And then you can come in here and we can throw our boxes down like that. And you can add your garage door. So this is secondary loot. Add the frame here. And now secondary loot room has been completed. And then for this little section, you could half wall a honeycomb, just like that. And then what we're going to do is have this right here be our jump up to the next floor. Just like that. And you could add a frame and a garage door. And then we'll come down to the front door as well, which to do that, all you're going to really want to do is grab a frame or a triangle like this and add your honeycomb to this. This should be sheet metal honeycomb. if anything, because it's on the TC. You don't want people to have access to the TC. So you can do this. You sheet metal this. You can add the next layer of honeycomb, and you can sheet metal that as well. So you can add a frame, and then a frame, and wall this, and then add 2 doors. And then all you need is to grab a ladder, just like so, and that would be your way up into the base. And I know it's risky having a ladder, but it's the way it is. It works fine. If you need more, we'll craft them, and I will get to why it's not that problematic in a bit to have a ladder on certain bases for the front door. But for now, we'll leave it as it is, and we'll move on to the next section of the base. So you can add your ceilings to this floor, like this. Here, and then here. This is going to stay as a honeycomb. And add your ceiling here. Honeycomb that. Add a half wall there. And now you can fill frames in and have garage doors for extra security. But that will finish off this floor. So you have your front entrance now. 2 more loot rooms. A way up to the top floor. And then the way down to the main loot, which is here. So after that, you can build the way up to the next floor, just like this. And next we're going to build the peak downs, which are really simple on this base. It should take people 2 seconds. Basically all you do is, there's 3 triangles on the edge. You have here, you have the jump up one, and you have this. All you do is go triangle, 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 so you have the triangle exactly opposite of this middle one. You go out 2, and you place another triangle, and then you just simply come in, like this. And then you can delete all these other triangles, and then all you have to do is sheet metal the floors, and then frame, frame, half fall, frame, frame. And the half fall, if you'd like, it doesn't really matter either way. I guess this is more preference. You can do 2 frames and then half fall here if you think that looks nicer. It really doesn't matter either way, but we're gonna go ahead and do that on all the sides. So we go triangle, 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 and 2 squares out, and then another triangle, and then just come on back with a bunch more triangles. And then you can remove all the previous ones. And we want to sheet metal these base foundations because we don't want people to pick out the jump up too easily. So now we have that, and then come on to the jump up side, to the top floor, and add your triangles. Go back 2 squares here. I just deleted everything. Obviously don't do that. Let me redo that quickly. And once you have it done on all the sides, we're pretty much done. We just have to add a few more sections. So what we do is go up with the frames here. And to expand the outer peaks or the wide gaps, you just want to do simply a triangle and then a square. And then you can do that on the other side as well. This is to line up the outer peaks with the square section. It should be like that. And then you can add this. So this is what it looks like now. Like I said, line it up and do that on all the different sides. And these squares would obviously go to sheet metal. Like this. Like this. So now you have this section of the base. And we're going to repeat that on all the sides. So the same thing here. You just go triangle, square. And then go triangle, square. And then the squares are upgraded to sheet metal because they're foundations. And then come up. And then let's do it one more time on the last side. And last one. So now we have this coming all the way around the base. And to finish off the outer peaks, all you're going to want to do is, instead of connecting to the peak downs, because if you do that, it messes up and it looks all weird, you just want to have your squares connected to the main area of the base, just like this. So you have square, square, and then a triangle in the middle, and do that on all three sides, like that. And then you can grab windows and go all the way around, mostly on the outer peaks, except on this one triangle here. For the 3 different times, it has to be on the main part of the base, not the outer peaks. So you come all the way around, and you can place your embrasures. So now we have vertical embrasures going all the way around the base, and the peaks are basically done. And from here on out, we're going to build the last section up for the roof, and that's about it. So you have the jump up here, then you have this here, and then this. And for your sections out, have 2 frames here. This is how you get out into the peaks. Have 2 windows here, where you put the reinforced glass, like this, so you could see through. There's already a garage door there. So you have that, and then this section right here, you can close off, and this is going to be for electricity on all your switches on these walls, and you could put your battery in here and have it like that. Go ahead and add some ceilings. And then this section, you could have a window here and have your top loot room. So then this will be the second place you can spawn to defend from a raid, which is your shooting floor spawn. So you have a locker there for extra kits to defend this. And then you also have a bed. And you can have a box for repair mats and such. So that finishes that. Then we come up, we have the last floor. So all we have to do from here is fill in all the roofs. Like this. And then on a few of these triangles, just for stability, we're going to add frames. So we're going to do it on the sections that are connected to the base, which there should be 3 of. So there's one there, there's one here, there's one here. So then we can come up and we can add our roof door, like so. And then we can come on, and on all of the sections, the roofs that we place are going to be on the actual outer peaks, except the one triangle that has been connected to the base the whole time. And then this one, obviously, stability is being an issue, so we have to find a place where there might be a frame. I don't even know why it broke, to be honest. That's just weird. It shouldn't be an issue as long as you place the frames. I'm pretty sure if I delete them, I'll just show you quickly. It should cause stability issues. Or not. It's just being buggy. Never mind. Anyways, you come to the roof here, and there's only a few more things left. You can place wall like that. So then this is a mini copter garage. You can drive your mini in and out. Place your garage door there. And then this final section will be the last bedroom for you, which will be the roof defending bedroom. And we can have the same setup as down below, where you have a box, a locker, so you can defend from a raid, an online raid with repair mats, and a locker room. So that gives you 3 different bedrooms. You have this, and then finally, pretty much all you have to do from here is build up with frames about 2 layers. Like so, on all the sides. You can do this. And I'm pretty sure I might have to build out a triangle, but you can grab some of the windmills. Yeah, it's gonna need a triangle because it's a little too close to each other. Which is okay. Here. here, and here. Then you have your 3 windmills, and then you can grab some netting. And what you want to do is have netting for the main section so you can get up here. So, not garage doors, whoops. You want netting. So what you can do, you come up, jump like this, and netting like this. So you can climb up here, and you have this top section. And then that is the entirety of the base. The only thing left, really, is to have your external TCs built, which, if you don't know, it's very simple. I'm going to show one of them, not all 3, because they take forever to build. So come to your outer peaks, find the 2 center triangles, place another triangle, 2 squares, and then a triangle. You can have 2 windows. You want to want sheet metal double doors for this, not garage doors. So let's go and grab those. Here. And embrasures. The windows. And then this brings me to my final point about the ladder. The ladder is not problematic because you'd have a box in here, in these sections. Small boxes with tons of ladders. In case someone tried to break it or screw you over, you could easily get in. And you'd have the base compounded up anyways because you'd have these little gates. Because you would have this, like this. And then you can get these reinforced barricades, these sheet metal. And if you add these 2 triangles like I did, you can fit them in perfectly. So you just place it and then you break. And you place it and you break. And then you can repeat that on the other 3 sections of the base. So the same thing would be here. And all you have to do is connect it to the base with frames. And then you'd go out and have a TC. I don't know, this might not be far enough out. Yeah, it needs to be 1 more triangle out. Here, and then you'd have your external TC like this. And you'd have a window on it. And then you can delete these and have that. And as you can see, this TC is upkeeping all of this outer peak. And then you can just put a glass on it when you're done. And then you'd repeat that same thing for all of the different sides of the base. You can have the TC like this. You could remove those. Just add this like this. Like here. And delete these. And then sheet metal double doors. And then make sure you add your frames here. You want that to be connecting to the base, or else that will cause issues because you won't be able to, it won't be upkeeping if the frames aren't connected. So keep that in mind when you're building. And the last TC. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I'll just quickly do it so I could show you the base even with the TCs and that it is upkeeping and all of that. And then out 3 squares. TC. And as you can see, look, it's not upkeeping now. And then you add this, and now it is. Grab, place. Here and here. And then, once you've completed this, obviously you could add your turrets and stuff. I'm not going to do a ton of electricity for this base. You can grab a bunch of walls. And you place your walls all the way around. Could be about 16 walls for the whole base. And that's the entire base. Let's check resources needed. So to build this, it's really cheap. It's only 12,000 wood. Any solo player could farm that in 10 minutes. 60,000, 56,000 stone, which isn't even a box of stone, I don't think. Right? It's about a box of stone, which that's 2 runs with a jackhammer. 10,000 metal frags, which is not bad at all. It's like a farm run or two. And then 239 high qual. It's cheap to build. It's nothing. It's nothing. And it's defense. It has 3 bedrooms. It has inner bedroom covering the main loot. Tons of storage. Wide gaps. The upkeep is nothing. 50 high qual, 3,500 metal frags, and 7,000 stone. It has furnaces. It has electricity. A roof bedroom. It has wide gaps with good peaks. It has everything. Electricity and all of that. So I highly recommend you build this base. This is a solo base, so keep that in mind when you're building this. I hope you guys enjoyed this, honestly. And if you want to see this base upgraded more or have any suggestions, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one.